Apex Legends is not worth caring about.
What's up, man, nigga? Oh, what?
That might sound a little bit crazy just because of how, good the game is. It has a really good core gameplay with the gunplay, the movement, different metas. All the legends are pretty distinct for the most part, and then the 4 different maps. But the reason I say that is purely consistency.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
And we can start with the basic stuff. There are bug fixes we've been waiting on since launch. By those, I mean the audio fixes. We've had audio fixes where like people will literally walk up right next to you. You cannot hear them at times. And we've also had the server issues. These are things that have been in the game since launch. We still haven't gotten. They have tried. Like there have been patches like mentioning it and stuff like that, but we have not had it completely fixed. And it don't gotta be perfect, but we need improvement, you know what I mean? It's still like very, very similar to how it was at launch. And it's had its ups and downs, but it's just not where it needs to be at all. And to Respawn's credit, it's not really their fault. It's more of EA, especially with the servers. Respawn doesn't really have any control over that. EA is their higher ups, and when Respawn does something, they can't do anything if it doesn't go through them. So I wanted to put that out there too. With that being said, with inconsistency like that, I can speak English, promise. There is no reason to believe that we're ever going to get those changes, and to just kind of pray on this hill that we're really going to get it one day. We're going to get these audio and server fixes we need. Kind of looks stupid, I'm not gonna cap, because there's no guarantee it's gonna happen, and there is no the pattern that we've seen over the 3+ years that Apex has been out is that changes come out when EA feels like it, not so much when we need it. And sometimes they do feel like it when we need it, but there's also plenty of times where that doesn't happen. And another inconsistency that we need to be very aware of is content, because when they put content in the game, I mean, it's good. It's actually decent content. The control mode was a good addition. We've had a lot of LTMs we've gone through over the years, like Armed and Dangerous, Live Die Live, third person mode, things like that. But the thing is, we don't always get those with the events. A lot of these events, if you look back at them, it is just skins. It may be an heirloom, but skins and heirlooms, cosmetics, that is not content. Those don't affect the gameplay at all. And if the gameplay doesn't feel refreshed every once in a while, and to keep it being fun, then that's where the issue lies. And it's not just LTMs, they could add permanent modes too. They added arenas in season 9, that was a good addition. Then they've added maps over time. We started with just King's Canyon, then they updated King's Canyon, added in World's Edge, update King's Canyon and World's Edge, then we got to Olympus, and then now we got Storm Point. We got 4 going around. And so it's clear that they can and do it. They can and will do it. It's just how often can we expect it, especially right now where the game has gotten very stale if you're not into ranked. The reason I feel like they did control 3 times in a row is really just because they brought in the rank changes, which does make sense because it was such a major change. But to be completely honest, most of the player base is casual. So in my opinion, if the game is going to live a long lifespan, we're gonna need casual modes. Arenas is not a casual mode just because it has that search type of gameplay where if you die, you're dead for the round. And then BR, the skill-based matchmaking is just fucking us right now. People are saying, with no exaggeration, me included, that sometimes pubs feel more sweaty than ranked.
Yo, that shit is fucking ass! Trash, nigga! Delete it now!
Which is wild, because pubs is just supposed to be a casual mode you just play for fun. I think the solution could be 1, adding control as a permanent mode, 2, maybe add in TDM or hardpoint or domination, or 3, just add in a rotation of old LTMs that are very casual based. I think Live Die Live was a great one because you just respawn in and it's a constant fighting thing going on. Or I think TDM would just work. I mean, we had Titanfall with modes like that. They're multiplayer, so it's clear that this gameplay style of fast movement works with just multiplayer style of the COD types. Because the thing is with Apex, when you think of Apex, all you think of is the BR. There is arenas. I actually like arenas, but people don't really think of arenas when they think of Apex. They only think of the Battle Royale. That's what ALGS is played in, the pro scene. And it's just only one way you know of it. Whereas with Call of Duty, obviously they started more so with the multiplayer side, then moved into BR. But when you think of Call of Duty, you think of Warzone first because it's their biggest thing right now. Then you also think of their multiplayer, their zombies. They also have the campaigns, and like even in just the multiplayer, they have a lot of modes, a lot of new and old maps coming in and out of rotation for better or worse. People get tired of some of like, I know like Nuketown comes back like 24/7, but you get the point. There's variety there. And yeah, just adding a brain off way to play the game is gonna have a good break from just like the super sweaty ranked system that we have right now. By the way, I did make a video just on the rank system. If you didn't see it, leave a card to it. But the rank system, then you have pubs, which is still kind of sweaty sometimes. Then you can just have like the casual control, TDM, whatever it may be. And reason I say that I bring up TDM so much is because they have it, or I don't know if it's in there yet, but they're planning on having it in mobile. Granted, mobile is developed by a separate dev team from Respawn. It's actually not even them doing that. So it's, again, it's not really their fault. Half the time it's just the bullshit we get from EA. But why not just have that kind of rotation, which has worked in not just mobile, but it's worked in plenty of other shooters. It works in every shooter that has a multiplayer system going on, right? So why not bring that to Apex? They have said, like, I think it was a tweet where like, oh, we want Apex to live for like 10 plus years. Like, it's not even gonna make it to 6 if it keeps going on like this, where it's just hella inconsistent content. We have major fixes that take a long time to get fixed. The major ones that have been recently is the audio has been acting up a lot. Servers have been horrible, and I mean horrible. Like, for one, like, my ping has been higher. I live in Southern California, and there are no California servers, for one. 2, the server I do play on, there's like 4 of them in Oregon I play on, all super inconsistent at times, and it's just not, you just don't get those problems with other games a lot of times. I mean, when I play Valorant, I don't have any of that issue, to be honest. Like, what they do have a California server, so like obviously ping's gonna be lower, but I mean, it's just way more consistent. Granted, it's less players connected to the server in each game, yada yada, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, this inconsistency of content and just quality of life changes to the game is just like, why? Like, I just don't, like, I care to play Apex, but I only take it for what it is and not for what it can, because there's no reason for me to believe that it's gonna improve like fast enough, you know what I mean? Like, before it ends up just kind of slowing down. And I'm not saying that Apex is gonna die anytime soon. I really don't think it can, with just how addicted the player base is to it. But like, this whole rage against the machine, against the devs all the time that we do sometimes on Twitter and TikTok, mainly TikTok, but Twitter, they get some of that bullshit going too sometimes. But all of that, just like, oh, the devs never do this, devs never do that, devs hate the game, they don't play their game. It's like, where's that gotten you? Like, where's that gotten you with any game? If you've played 2K, you would know that I don't do shit. Like, it generally does not do anything, so I don't see a point in it. But that is just my take. Whether you agree or not, you can let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be doing more of these commentary videos. If you like them, you can subscribe to the channel. And if you did miss my video, I was talking about the new rank system. It's gonna be up on the screen now, and yeah.